I need the list of all accountants in our company. Can I get this in a YAWL workflow? This has been a challenge in the past, but now with YAWL version 5.2, it has become much easier thanks to the 4 codelets that Paul Tyson from Oberon Technologies has contributed. In this video, I present the codelets users with role, users with position, participant info, and direct reports. These codelets all work with the YAWL organizational model that you can see here behind me. The users of the workflow are called participants. Participants are at the center here. They perform roles, possess capabilities, and hold positions. We do not deal with the org groups today. Let's go to the computer and see how it works. So let's first look at the workflows. I will not show you all the workflows, just one as an example, and the others are very similar. So they all start with inputting some data. This is a manual task. And then there is this automated task where the codelet is invoked. In this case, it's users with role, so it's the users with role codelet here. And then the results are shown what the codelet has returned. Let's look at users with roles, where to set the right codelet. If we scroll down here, we can see here that this is an automated task, so you have to set this check mark here. And then you select the codelet, and when I open this, you can see all of the codelets that are in the YAWL standard. And users with roles, this is the codelet that is selected here. And you can see there's a short description. This codelet gets the user ID of the user. Yeah, this must read, this codelet gets the user ID or the user IDs with role name specified. And then you have input role name, and this is string type. Output user IDs, string type, comma separated list of user IDs. And these input and output parameters, they have to be part of the task variables here. So if we look at these variables here, you can see there is an input variable called role name, scope input, and an output variable called user IDs. And these two IDs here are also net variables in the net in order to be able to fill them in the first task and look at the results in the second task. Yeah, let's now go to the execution. So we are logged in this window with a user named Dawn. Dawn is the user ID of this user, and we can see in case management that we have already started 4 cases, 1 case for each of the specification, and each specification just demonstrates one of the codelets that we have here. And we go to the admin work list here, and we start with users with role. So users with role, this is this one, and we start this for ourselves, and then we go in the work list and look at the input field. And input role name, so this is the role name we will input, and we'll input accountant, complete, and then the codelet does its magic. And this is the task after that. So this is show user IDs. And you can see accountants are Chuck, Blake, and Dawn, and they are separated by comma. So this is the return value of the output parameter of the codelet. So that was the first case. Now, the next case is users with position. So we go again to the admin work list. Users with position, we start this for ourselves. go to our own work list and then open this. And now we have to enter a position name, and we will enter the position name Finance 3. The Codelet works, and we get the result. And we can see that the user IDs that are shown here is only one user with the user ID Claude. So the next thing is participant info. Participant info is here. And we go to the work list. And now we can enter a user ID. So we will enter Chuck. And we will enter a delimiter, for example, a pipe symbol here. And we complete this. Refresh. So now we look at the result of the codelet. And this is now the participant info. So you can see we have the user ID here, the delimiter, and first name, last name. We have the full name and also the email address. The next two check marks are the ones for email notifications. So for this user, we have email on allocation and email on offer. So if work items are allocated or offered for this user will receive an email. Then there is a check mark for if this user is an administrator. This user isn't an administrator. We have a field for descriptions here, but descriptions are currently not implemented in the user interface of YAWL. Then we have nodes. Nodes are here. Positions, so this user doesn't have any positions. And we have the roles, and here in the roles you can see the use of the delimiter, namely the pipe that is here between accountant and a manager, and we have the capabilities. Complete this. And the last one is direct reports. So direct reports, we go back to the admin work list and start this for ourselves. Now we put in the CFO as a position name. Complete it. And then the worklet has done its work, and we look at the result. We can see the position name is CFO, and the one that is there that directly reports to the CFO is Jade. The YAWL specifications that are used in this video are all in the supplementary material. There's also a codelet called supervisor info that gets the ID of the participant that the user reports to. This codelet deals with a similar topic, but was already there before YAWL version 5. Thank you for watching.